Las brigadas de salud, los compañeros y las compañeras con pancarta, los medios de comunicación popular, manifestantes, todos, todas estamos acá haciendo el aguante, luchando. Sabemos que pronto nos van a tirar el pandemia con todo. Aguante arriba los que luchan, cada vez somos menos. Bueno, sí, también entendemos que hay una pandemia, también entendemos muchas otras razones. El llamado siempre es a quienes puedan venir a venir, pero también conversar en los territorios, generar el mismo clima de poder popular que se alcanzó en el 2019 y que se ha mantenido. Hola, dice Miguel. Hola, Miguel. Hola a todas y a todos. Estamos acá, somos Muro y Resistencia. Es la lucha del pueblo, la lucha que no descansa. Ya vienen los bastardos. Hola Melipilla, estamos frente a un tirano y un delincuente y un dictador. Estamos en dictadura, es algo que tenemos que empezar a viralizar. Estamos en una dictadura, miren, miren, miren.
¡Sácate el micrófono de la boca, conchetumare!
Compa, te pido un segundo que me sostengáis así como grabando los tacos un poquito. Voy a poner esta weá porque... Gracias, compa, por eso. Para que... Muro y Resistencia, para que nos sigan en Facebook e Instagram. Muro y Resistencia, tenemos programas por la libertad de los presos políticos, todos los días a las 20 horas y comisión en vivo. Muro y Resistencia. En Instagram no. Chao compa, gracias. Me sostuvieron acá para poder equiparme totalmente porque ya se viene la represión. Como pueden ver, cada vez somos más, vamos llegando de a poco. También es un día viernes, un día de jornada laboral. Hace frío, bueno, no es tanto el frío, pero igual hace frío para comentarles cosas. Este lunes vamos en Libertad Sin Condiciones con caso de 2 compañeros prisioneros políticos que son previos a la dictadura, para que no se lo pierdan, para que lo vean. A cuidarse, chicos, de los asesinos del Estado. Miren, miren. ¡Qué bueno que se salvó! mantener cierta distancia para prevenir grabar cualquier cosa indebida, digamos. Así que vamos a tomar más distancia. Son las políticas que tenemos como medio. Vamos con todo. Bueno, de fondo los bastardos. Cada vez más personas estamos acá. Vamos llegando. Esperamos que seamos muchos más, muchas más. El ambiente siempre es tenso. Ya vimos los 1000 pacos la otra vez, que era como la saga de Darth Vader con todo el ejército del mal. Puede sonar un poco fantasioso, pero realmente ver a 1000 pacos es muchísimo. Sobre todo que uno no los ve nunca trabajan, pero para reprimir, ahí aparece. Eso es fascismo, lo diremos una y otra vez. Estamos en una dictadura fascista, Piñera es un fascista y todos los que le legitiman, entiéndase, parlamento y sistema judicial, que son un nivel de corrupción y de montajes, también lo son. Son cómplices. Miren, más encima de aquí dice la compañera que Piñera va a publicar libros. Bueno. También comentarles la entrevista del comandante Ramiro Mauricio Hernández Norambuena, estuvo excelente en la red. Nosotros como medio de prensa popular siempre hemos transmitido lo que va apareciendo de Ramiro, llevamos sus familiares, sus abogados, a sus abogadas y bueno, comentar ahí toda la lucidez que se desplegó en televisión abierta y que dejó con mucho, ¿cómo decirlo?, con irritación, mucha violencia a la derecha, sacando en contraposición al comandante Ramiro, un hombre ejemplar, un luchador, un combatiente del Frente Patriótico Manuel Rodríguez, al Mamo Contreras, un asesino asqueroso, violador, torturador, lo peor que se puede imaginar, un genocida. Bueno, esa es la derecha en este país y esa es la izquierda que nosotros también consideramos real, replanteándose, entendiendo los contextos, haciendo autocrítica, la autocrítica necesaria, pero también visibilizando todo lo que es el fraude electoral a nuestro juicio. También los que votaron por él, sí, así es. Saludos de Puente Alto. Sigue la lucha arriba. Los que luchan, Paco Bastardo. Devuélveles qué. Ahí ya no, me perdí. A veces que no entiendo todos los mensajes. Les agradecemos que estén acá. Somos Murió de Resistencia. Estamos en la lucha. Estamos registrando las luchas y también somos parte de este pueblo.
¡Toda la ley Aula Segura! ¡Derogar Aula Segura!
Ah, sí, también cubrimos gracias compañera, también cubrimos ese meeting, ese punto de prensa en contra de Jaula Segura que se hizo en el INBA. A propósito también del WhatsApp de Alessandri y todos esos seres oscuros también de derecha, siniestros. Ya vienen los bastardos por acá. Fuerza desde el Algarrobo, gracias valiente juventud. Bueno, ya están los bastardos acomodándose, acortando, achicando la cancha, que fue su estrategia. La van a repetir. Apareció en todos los medios burgueses como una gran estrategia de los bastardos reprimiendo. Nosotras y nosotros no somos delincuentes, somos trabajadores y trabajadoras que estamos en contra del sistema neoliberal y estamos en contra de Piñera, eso sí, y estamos a favor de un mundo donde convivan todos los mundos, como dicen los zapatistas, las zapatistas. Fuerza chicos, gracias, grandes valientes, dice Carvajal Hidalgo. Están los compañeros también aquí, miren el fondo detrás de estas cervezas, los bastardos. Si dejo de hablar va a responder a eso. una guerra como, no sé, medieval. Y las personas que estamos del otro lado de su guerra somos personas que les pagamos el sueldo, personas que no estamos armadas como ellos. En fin. No voy a funar a los cerveceros que están carreteando aquí mientras nosotros estamos en otra situación. Todos los bastardos que nunca verás en tu población, en tu villa, están acá. Todos los bastardos que no saben cómo pillaron a un delincuente, pero cómo, dónde fue, lo conoce. Aquí están. Bueno, el montaje, el allanamiento de Iquique hay que seguirlo. Mira, ya están reprimiendo. O sea, lo que hay son personas congregadas, medios de prensa, manifestantes. Ni siquiera hay piedras que no tienen no les veo nada malo, pero no hay. Ponte la máscara abajo.
No respetan la...
Están empezando ya personas. Miren allá la plaga, es impresionante, son una plaga, son la plaga siniestra de los bastardos. Todos los 1000 pacos que les pagamos están aquí dispuestos a asesinarnos, a gasearnos, a mutilar. Y no puedo hablar más. Los cerveceros se sacaron su grito, ¿ah? No quiero defenderlos porque yo no tomo mientras trabajo. Para mí esto es un trabajo, aunque no gano nada, más que hacer lo que me gusta, lo que es en mi conciencia, en mi coherencia. Pero si sacaron grito los cerveceros, miren, todas esas cosas verdes que ustedes pueden imaginar como palos, son pacos. De verdad. Me río como de miedo. Ya llegaron los caballos, pobres caballos. Uy. Sí, el lugar que eligen para tomar chela igual es otro punto de análisis, de psicología. Miren al fondo.
Caballero, por favor, retírese. Por favor, retírese. Para allá. A ver si no acá. Esto hay que sacarlo un poquito para allá. foto, señorita. Muy amable, gracias.
Bueno, infinitos pacos, los 1000 pacos del otro día de nuevo, acá no nos dejan estar, dijeron que con credenciales podemos, nosotros como Muro y Resistencia tenemos nuestras credenciales, así que aquí estamos ejerciendo nuestro derecho a informar. Es impresionante la cantidad de efectivos que hay, de bastardos, es impactante. A mí no me deja de impactar, o sea, yo sé que ya lo viví, ya los vi, pero es wow, siempre es impresionante, es muy violento, es muy fascista. Y lo diremos una y otra vez, esto es fascismo, esto es violencia dura, pura. Es la guerra imaginada por Piñera y ejecutada por ellos en contra de nosotras y nosotros. Esto es lo que está pasando aquí y ahora. Hoy viernes 19 de marzo. Plaza La Dignidad, los 1000 pacos prometidos por Piñera y sus secuaces. Esta es la gran estrategia, bastante atemorizante, digamos, pero también seguimos con dignidad, con lo que se puede estar, ¿cierto?
La gente la saca, ¿no? La persona que está aquí, él está indicando que vive aquí muy cerca, entonces está en su casa, pero no lo dejan. No lo dejan estar fuera de su casa. Esto es aquí vieron ustedes cómo no. Aquí vamos a preguntarle aquí al vecino, porque es increíble que no pueda estar en su casa.
Vivo en este domicilio, soy parte de la comunidad y tengo el derecho de poder salir y entrar donde yo quiera. Si no estaba haciendo nada, no me pueden decir nada. Estoy con todo mi derecho de poder desplazarme, si es que quiero. Yo me puedo quedar para poder mirar, no hay ningún problema. No ha intervenido ni las acciones de la policía, ni menos.
Porque además podemos ver que no hay
ninguna alteración del orden público, absolutamente nada. Hay una presencia policial importante, increíble, demasiado. Yo estoy saliendo de mi casa, quiero ir a comprar, estoy mirando y quiero ir a comprar y ya está. Simple. Este es mi caso y aquí estoy. Y me están diciendo que yo casi como denunciando al Ministerio Público. Ya está.
Claro.
Simple. Le mostré mi cara, le mostré mi rostro, no tengo miedo, no tengo nada. Simple.
¿Por qué le estaba molestando?
No, porque no puedo estar parado en la
fuera de tu casa.
Simple. Yo le digo que yo no tengo el derecho a poder salir de mi casa y ya está.
Claro, claro. Bueno, estamos transmitiendo desde Santiago de Chile para VQ, en Francia, en París. Aquí está el vecino, compañero aquí que salió a exigir su derecho de estar.
Voilà phrase, c'est poli, c'est possible de dire plein de choses. C'est incroyable aujourd'hui les flics sortent à la rue et disent n'importe quoi, que nous donnent la possibilité d'interdiction de sortir de la maison pour faire n'importe quoi. Mais je sors seulement pour regarder et les mecs me disent ouais, c'est pas possible, c'est interdit de sortir, c'est pas possible pour déplacer d'ici. Mais c'est un truc de ouf, mais c'est pas possible. C'est la loi, c'est ça aujourd'hui, c'est la loi. C'est aujourd'hui l'État qui nous dit que faire et non faire. Mais c'est pas le droit de sortir ou non sortir d'ici. Ok? Mais c'est ça. Bah, je suis désolé, mais c'est incroyable. Je suis énervé avec la police aujourd'hui de la flics. Mais c'est incroyable.
Gracias, compañero. Sí, aquí hay otras compañeras que quieren comentarnos. Vamos a...
Yo lo que quiero hablar es sobre la pandemia.
Cuéntenos.
Te quiero decir de que este gobierno que tenemos, que son los desgraciados...
Y que destinan todos estos que deberían estar apoyando la pandemia,
exacto,
pero tienen acá, ¿no?
Cuando la gente tuvo el 10%, se levantó la cuarentena para que así la gente gastara la plata para los empresarios, con las vacaciones por lo mismo. Claro. Y ahora que la gente no tiene plata, no tiene una hueá, ahora lo encerraron a todas, que se muere el pueblo y los empresarios con el bolsillo llenito.
Exactamente. Bueno, esa ha sido la política del pueblo, de este gobierno, que ha optado por mantener la economía, pero no la salud de los chilenos.
Y mienten hasta que más no poder, y el ladrón que tenemos de presidente, cada día se sabe más en las redes cómo está, en las redes sociales, cómo roba él y la familia, por orden de él. Y eso todos lo sabemos, y estos pacos desgraciados, en vez de ayudar al pueblo, ayudan a eso.
Están cuidando el pedazo de cemento.
Sí, para nada.
Exacto. Muchas gracias, muchas gracias.
¿Eso dónde sale?
El muro de resistencia.
¿Está en las redes sociales?
En Facebook, sí. Muros y resistencia. Bueno, aquí la gente se expresa, ¿no? Porque ven esto es lo que está pasando. La verdad, compañeras, compañeros en Francia que nos ven a través de VQ, pueden ver que aquí hay un gran contingente de la policía militarizada, represora, ¿no? Que se ha desplegado acá para intentar, obviamente no lo consiguen, pero intentar parar esta, miren cómo están reprimiendo allá a la gente. Y cómo se reprime acá.
Nefasta política y que de verdad se siga la voluntad soberana de un pueblo. Esto es ilegítimo y sigue ocurriendo. Mojan a las personas con unos chorros, chiquillos, de verdad que no les puedo describir la fuerza que tienen. Quedan moretones, te botan, no, es impresionante. No me alcanzan las palabras para describirlo. Hay imágenes, hay registro y sigue ocurriendo todas las semanas. Y no nos vamos a cansar porque aquí lo ilegítimo es que estén ellos, no nosotros. Lo ilegítimo es este muro ridículo. Barridas, eso. Buena la melumba y se mandan un saludito entre ellos. Exacto, bastardos pagados con la plata de nuestros impuestos. Compañeros, fuerza. Gracias a ustedes desde Estocolmo. Como los desfiles de Corea. Sí, fuimos a ver al compañero del cartel. Está bien. Está bien. Está alegando por su legítimo derecho a estar en la Plaza de la Dignidad. Fuera Piñera. Ahí aparece un bot y le respondieron a los compañeros. Somos Muro y Resistencia. Este lunes vamos en un Libertad sin Condiciones a las 20 horas. Vamos también el miércoles en un nuevo programa de estreno, también conversatorio. Así es que están invitadísimos a seguir nuestra página. Pónganle ahí un me gusta, síganos. Y esto es un medio popular, independiente, y el único fin es continuar esta lucha, es exigir justicia, es la libertad sin condiciones de nuestros compañeros y compañeras prisioneros y prisioneras políticas, y que haya justicia. Mucho gas. Sí. No veo nada. Compañero, le agradezco todos los mensajes, no los puedo leer. ¿Se llevaron a alguien? Están llevando a alguien. barridas, están corriendo, tiran esos chorros siniestros, gas pimienta en mano, son 1000 pacos bastardos. ¿Qué está ocurriendo hoy? Viernes 19 de marzo, la lucha continúa. Mulepetán, Huaychán, estamos preocupados de lo que pasa aquí, lo que pasa en Iquique, en el Gualmapu y en todos los territorios de este país. Nuevamente se están yendo contra las brigadas de salud. Tengo un problema, aquí esta cuestión se anda moviendo solo. Anda como descalibrado atrás, parece. No quiere estar quieto, ¿cachai? Estamos viendo un problema técnico aquí. No suelta, no sé. 1973-2021, dictadura. Así es, los pacos son unos bastardos. Aquí en Arica están durmiendo, no se hace absolutamente nada, pucha, lamentable. Esperamos que el norte se reactive como en Iquique, bueno, toda la violencia que están sufriendo con los allanamientos. ¿Qué más? ¿Por qué seguimos pagando impuestos entonces? Nadie lo sabe. Aguanten los compas. Qué increíble que los medios internacionales no muestran estos abusos y prohibiciones. Uf. Allá hay personas, el agua es fuertísima, llena de químicos, miren cómo le tiran a la tierra para que salte. Bueno, miles de pacos. Acá está el pueblo, acá están los bastardos. Ya van a reprimir más. Persiguiendo a una persona, cientos de pacos para una persona, no me imagino cómo puede estar ese compañero si es que lo toman. están llevando, hacen botar piedras aunque esté haciéndola sonar contra el metal. Eso es lo que hicieron con un joven acá. Están... Somos Muro y Resistencia, estamos en la calle, la lucha continúa, los bastardos están con todo, pero también está el pueblo aquí con toda la dignidad. Ay, no sé por qué. Vamos a dejar la transmisión hasta acá, tengo un problema con el joystick. Vamos este lunes en Libertad Sin Condiciones, somos Muro y Resistencia.
mucho contingente policial acá en la plaza. Calculamos, yo creo que no podría calcular la cantidad de carabineros que se encuentra aquí en Plaza Dignidad. Ahora, resguardando no sé qué en realidad, ya que ya no existe la estatua, el monumento del genocida Baquedano, por lo tanto no hay nada simbólico que pueda estar resguardando más que un pedazo de cemento que queda al centro de Plaza Dignidad. La cantidad millonaria de recursos que gasta para poder resguardar este pedazo de cemento que se encuentra al centro de Plaza Dignidad, la supuesta tumba del soldado desconocido. Vamos a pausar un poquito esta transmisión para poder movernos del lugar, ya que, como les comento, acá está todo cerrado.
igual estamos rodeados porque están los pacos al final del GAM y están acá atrás. Ahí vienen, yo creo que van a gasear porque estamos acá al medio. Entonces, ahí vienen avanzando por las dos calles para correr a la gente. Ahí viene la micro.
Abajo en la calle.
Ethiopian dictators! We demand justice! 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 Free Oromia! Free Oromia! Free Oromia! Free Oromia! Oromia people! Oromia people! Are getting killed! Are getting killed! In Yemen! In Yemen! Oromia people! Oromia people! Are getting killed! Are getting killed! In Ethiopia! In Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Abiy Ahmed! Abiy Ahmed! Stop! Stop! Killing! Killing! Oromo! Oromo! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Abiy Ahmed! Abiy Ahmed! Stop! Stop! Killing! Killing! Oromo! Oromo! U.S. U.S. Stop! Stop! Supporting dictator of Ethiopia! Of Ethiopia! U.S. U.S. Stop! Stop! Supporting Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Abiy Ahmed! Abiy Ahmed! U.S. U.S. Stop! Stop! Supporting Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Abiy Ahmed! Abiy Ahmed! Abiy Ahmed must go! Abiy Ahmed must go! Abiy Ahmed must go! Abiy Ahmed must go! Justice for Oromia! Justice for Oromia! Justice for Oromia! Justice for Oromia! Justice for Oromo in Yemen! 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 Justice for Oromo in Ethiopia! 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 400 plus! 400 plus! Of Oromo! Of Oromo! Are murdered! In Yemen! In Yemen! 400 plus! 400 plus! Of Oromo! Of Oromo! Are bombed in Yemen! Yemen! 400 plus! 450! Oromo! Oromo! Are bombed in Yemen! In Yemen! No media! Reported! Of Oromo! Of Oromo! Oromo life matter! 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 We demand justice! 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 Oromo life matter! 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 Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Abiy Ahmed! Abiy Ahmed must go! Must go! Must go! Must go! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Abiy Ahmed! Abiy Ahmed! Does not stand for Oromo people! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Prime Minister of Freedom! Free Oromia! Free Oromia! Free Oromia! Free Oromia! 400 plus! 400 plus! 400 plus! 400 plus! Of Oromo! Of Oromo! Of in Yemen! In Yemen! No media! No media! Report! Report! Of Oromo people! Of Oromo people! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! We demand justice! We demand justice! We demand justice! We demand justice! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! U.S. Stop supporting Prime Minister of Ethiopia! U.S. Stop! Stop supporting Ethiopian government! Ethiopian government! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! Who lives matter? Who lives matter? Who lives matter? What do we demand? Justice! What do we demand? Justice! What do we demand? Justice! When? No! When? No! When? No! When? No! What do we demand? Justice! What do we demand? Justice! U.S. Stop! U.S. Stop! Supporting Ethiopian government! Prime Minister of Ethiopia! U.S. Stop supporting Prime Minister of Ethiopia! Abiy Ahmed! U.S. Stop supporting dictator of Ethiopia! U.S. Stop supporting Ethiopian government! Ethiopian government does not stand for Oromo! Ethiopian government does not stand for Oromo people! We demand justice! We demand justice! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! 400 plus of Oromo bombed in Yemen! No media report of the life of Oromo people! Oromo lives matter! We demand justice! We demand justice! We demand justice! U.S. Stop supporting! U.S. Stop supporting Ethiopian government! U.S. Stop supporting Ethiopian government! U.S. Stop supporting Ethiopian government! We demand justice! We demand justice! We demand justice! We demand freedom! We demand freedom! We demand freedom! We demand freedom! We demand equal rights! We demand equal rights! Free Oromia! Free Oromia! Oromo lives matter! 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 U.S. Stop supporting! U.S. Stop supporting Ethiopian government! Stop! U.S. Stop supporting Ethiopian government! Ethiopian government! Ethiopian government is a killer! Ethiopian government is a killer! Dictator Abiy Ahmed must go! Dictator Abiy Ahmed must go! Dictator Abiy Ahmed must go! U.S. Stop supporting Ethiopian dictator! U.S. Stop supporting Ethiopian dictator! U.S. Stop supporting Ethiopian dictator! Oromo lives matter! Oromo lives matter! We demand justice! We demand justice! Over 400 Oromo are Ethiopian dictator. U.S. stop supporting Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. U.S. stop supporting Prime Minister of Ethiopia. Abiy Ahmed. Abiy Ahmed must go. Abiy Ahmed must go. We demand justice. We demand justice. We demand justice. We demand freedom. We demand freedom. Oromo lives matter. U.S. stop supporting dictator of Ethiopia. U.S. stop supporting Prime Minister of Ethiopia. Abiy Ahmed. U.S.
But it can't be destroyed or created. One of the most important scientific laws is that of conservation, therefore Black lives matter. And even after the massacres, we still exist in the masses. They realized they couldn't get rid of our masks, so they tried to become our masters, and they pushed for their supremacy. And through history, their force won. The only white things white folks don't keep white are Air Force Ones. They made sure to keep us out of their white spaces, but for some reason envied us enough to put black face on white faces, and they still do it, just in different ways. The black paint of the past is a spray tan, makeup and Photoshop of today. Their jungle fever and their jealousy justified their need to generate white women with black women looking jeans. They clearly love the way that black women look in jeans. But it ain't genetics, it's appropriation. It's finding something and claiming it as their own creation. It's Christopher Columbus killing entire populations, and then after the genocide saying he discovered the nation. It's Chuck Berry being the creator, but Elvis being the king. It's admiring Shakespearean English, but discrediting when niggas talking slang. It's the difference between our natural curvy women and ass shots. It's the same difference between a prison sentence for cocaine versus that for crack rocks. It's being able to go to school to get a cannabis degree, and then after opening a business selling CBD, even though they imprison the pioneers of the weed industry because niggas been knew about the benefits of THC. It's the black kids creating all the trends, but the white kids are the influencers and trendsetters. It's the black girls who make the looks being called ghetto, but that same look is used in magazines by the Kardashians or the Jenners. See, black folks have been the root of success for all of the elites on this planet because this world doesn't spin without our hard work, our arts, our culture, or our talent, yet we reap the least of all that we've sown. The white folks think the royalty without acknowledging without us, there'd be no throne. And somehow black folks are called lazy when the whites didn't even want to pick the cotton themselves. How we do damn near everything, but y'all called us the help. And when I talk about reparations, y'all think I just want a blank check that you can write out to me. Meanwhile, we got unhoused black people in this country right about to freeze. But did y'all forget that black slaves built the White House for free? Because shit, that looks like the right house to me, to shelter all of my people. And now that I think about it, where are 40 acres and a mule at? You keep telling us to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps, but how about y'all give us our boots back and give up everything that you didn't build? But nah, y'all don't want to do that. The White House, the Capitol, Harvard Law, Chapel Hill, Trinity Church, damn even Wall Street. Took slaves hundreds of years to get freedoms, but the labor for those buildings, those were all free. And then when we go on, oops, hold on.
Take your time.
And then you lie to yourselves and tell yourselves that that's all stuff that you... I'm gonna start that over one second. And you keep lying to yourselves and saying that's all stuff that you earned. And when we make our own Black Wall Street, black churches and black schools, your curriculum forgets to mention those that you bombed and you burned. Yeah. But it ain't just your textbooks filled with white lies. Your other books have them too, so be careful as you write notes. Because somewhere in med school they learn how to take white hoods and turn them into white coats. And somewhere in police academy they learn that they're still on slave patrol. And somewhere in law school they learn how to ensure that whites stay in control. And somewhere in the church they learn that Jesus of Nazareth is white in their religion. And they still go on crusades to spread their holy wisdom. Take pictures with black and brown kids in places they've never lived in. Almost makes it seem like white saviorism is the purpose of their mission. But the white lies don't stop there. Let me get gunned down in the streets at the hands of the police. They control the information. Let me get gunned down in the streets at the hands of the police. They control the narrative with information they choose to release. And they try to tell you what you saw and what you really see and justify the lynching that just happened to me.
No doubt.
And as soon as my pulse stops, when it's too late to be saved, faster than the cemetery can dig up dirt from my grave, the reporters are going to dig up dirt on my name, and their headlines will claim that some shit I did in the 10th grade is the reason I deserve to be slain. And I ain't never been a criminal. But white lies say that black skin is equivalent to a criminal record. Same story repeated every time like it's a broken record. But me and my niggas here to set the record straight. No longer do you get to dictate or narrate or switch the narrative or call me a terrorist or a thug. Let's say I use and sell drugs, even if I do. It may or may not be true, but telling that story ain't up to you. And I said my niggas because just as we reclaimed the word and made a change from a name that used to degrade and dehumanize us, we're taking our stories back and we're telling our own truth. We may not be free, for this world is still out to get us, but we are free to express ourselves in whatever way we so choose. And whether we write it down, or speak it, or sing it, or we rapping it, paint it, draw it, create it, however we capture it, our truth belongs to us. No longer will white lies, white feelings, white fragility, and white comfortability hold more weight than black joy, black love, or black truth. So that's what we gonna do. And no matter how they try to lie on you, they gonna always keep an eye on you, tell it too loud and they might spy on you, but never let your truth die on you. Live it, breathe it, and pass it on to future generations. Because with our truth comes our liberation. And isn't that amazing?
Give it up. Hey, this is why I'm so excited about the future, because we got people like him, right? We got people like Maria St. James. We got people like ISIS, who the white supremacists are upset at.
Listen,
right? So they make memes of them and stuff, and they're making our young activists famous already. So I'm really excited about the future of our community and our country because we have youth like this. And you get to see them talking, you get to see them doing activists, you get to see them go up against the National Guard in real time and send them home. So I'm really proud of the youth from St. Paul and Minneapolis and the Twin Cities. We have somebody I was just talking about, Aria St. James. If you could come up and give us a couple words, please.
That's a tough act to follow. Brandon's got some good words and he covers about it all. So I'll just keep it brief. We're here in the name of George Floyd. Say his name! George Floyd! And he's one of the more recent in the last year names, but he's definitely not the only name. He's not the first name. He wasn't the last name. And so that's obviously a problem. I want to talk today about what we're seeing in the media and what we're going to continue to see. They're going to continue to spread lies. They're going to continue to gaslight a community, a state, and they're going to continue what they've been doing to families for years, whether you've heard about it or not. They will continue to pretend as though they are doing their jobs, which maybe that was in the guidelines, I'm not sure. But they will continue to spend time worrying about things that do not matter instead of doing what does matter, which is looking into the serial killer, Derek Chauvin. So I think that's, for me, going to be the most disappointing thing to see in the next couple of weeks, is being gaslit by this entire thing. As we have seen with the jury selection, they're looking into people who have a lot of connections to the police, which is no coincidence. Anybody whose friend of a friend of a friend has heard of what a protest might be is not on that jury. And we all know what kind of decision we would make if we were in their shoes. So, I think it's important that we look to realize, and we all come to the understanding that no system that has hired Derek Chauvin and killed George Floyd, or any of the countless 400 some other names in the state of Minnesota over the last 21 years, is going to bring justice to any one of us. We are also ignorant to believe that they will continue, that their diversity quotas and their populations of people who might look something like me are going to fix the problem. They will do nothing but continue to perpetuate the systems of white supremacy that are indoctrinated into the school systems, are embedded into the hospitals and every realm of society. I'm not looking for white people who are doing the work. I'm looking for people of color who are bringing joy, looking for black people who are continuing to uplift their own people. I'm an educator, so I will be not worrying about what white families are doing at home. I'll be worried about how I can support all the other families who were not given the resources to have their child brought to the success of white children. I don't have a lot more else to say, and I'm clearly not a very well-spoken person because I kind of just ramble. But I will continue to say that it is important that as a community, we continue to come together and we continue to realize that every single system in the U.S. is indoctrinated in white supremacy, so don't even bother looking. It is a white supremacist institution, all of them. I'm sure McDonald's is white supremacist. I'll still eat their fries, but I'm sure they are. There's something in it. It's something in everything. So there's no point in asking what isn't white supremacist. It all is. Look for the people who are doing the work. Look to black women who are always doing the work. Pay them. Black women, I hope you get paid today. And if not, that's a terrible thing. That's really all I've got. Thank you.
No doubt. Give her another round of applause. Black youth. Black youth. Black youth. Black women. Black women. Black women. George Floyd. George Floyd. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Sandra Bland. Sandra Bland. Jamar Clark. Jamar Clark. Hardell Sherrill. go, Cyril? No doubt. Thank you guys for coming out and keeping it hyped up. We got Francisco from MIRAC here. He's gonna come up and say a few words. We're really excited about the work he's been doing, and we're gonna let him speak for himself.
Let me keep one of these on. Me llamo Francisco, soy el representante de MIRAC que está aquí con ustedes hoy. Gracias por tenerme. My name is Francisco. I'm here representing MIRAC. We're the Minnesota Rights Action Committee. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to be out here and speak today. Oh man. It's just so hard right now. I know all my Black, Indigenous, people of color feel right now. It's just so hard to put into words how I feel right now. But I'm here with my community. My community is in front of me. My community is behind me. I'm literally surrounded by community right now, and it feels amazing. But at the same time, it breaks my heart. Because we are a community bound together through pain and suffering. The shackles that hold us together are the same chains that bind our brothers and sisters in prisons, in camps at the border, and in their graves. Through this united struggle, we find joy in our community, in our diversity, and in our scarce victories. But it is so painful to go back into a community of people that look like me and have to justify Black Lives Matter, have to explain why I put my life on the line for someone with a different skin color than my own. I consistently hear, oh, Latinos are caught in the middle of this battle between black and white. But to be indifferent is to side with the oppressor. Yeah! To be indifferent is to side with white supremacy, because that is the institution that's in power. That is the institution that dictates everything. I'm so there's kids here. I'm so sick and tired of the racist rhetoric spewed by people that look like me. I will no longer break bread with racists. I will no longer break bread with white supremacists, even if they're not white. It's not my job to justify why somebody's life matters, why somebody deserves justice after being gunned down in the street. I'm done. I'm not done. I don't coddle the emotions of white people, and I'm done coddling the emotions of Latinos. I'm done explaining that our liberation is defined. That our liberation depends solely on the liberation of the people who are the most oppressed. And that's black trans people. I am tired, but I will not stop. Because it is up to Latinos to speak to the Latinos.
Bueno, aquí estamos frente al CAM, avanzando de dignidad. Bueno, con los chiquillos, al final por casualidades terminaron juntándose acá en Tarapacá con Alameda. Quizás no, el nombre de la calle no así, pero en esa esquina. Porque las finales corrieron desde Dignidad hacia la costa y de la costa hacia la cordillera y terminaron reuniéndose en este lado. Así que en cualquier momento nos vamos a encontrar con el guanaco, los zorrillos. Estamos llegando a la Alameda con Fredes. Toda la gente avanzando, como para que vean, todo pacífico, pero ahí después llegando a Dignidad y se va a desarmar todo esto que está acá. El carnaval, ya estamos llegando a Dignidad. Bueno, acá ya están los pacos y los guanacos, los zorrillos atacando a los chiquillos. Estamos en Alameda con Fredes. De ahí para allá está cerrado todo, están todos los pacos, así que yo creo que este va a ser el avance hasta acá de los chiquillos, porque de ahí para adelante está toda la represión. Está toda la gente, porque de ahí para allá está la repre, de Fredes para allá tienen, bueno, de allá no llego, pero Dignidad está cuartelada, pero bueno, allá se ven los chiquillos. Aquí viene avanzando la caravana. Llegamos a la Alameda con Fred, porque ya allá están los pacos.
Para Pianono. No se van, parece que se quedó sin agua, no sé. No se tiene, no sé qué está haciendo. Ahora sí, voy a tener que salir aquí un rato más, cabros. Voy a tener que retroceder, porque en algún momento u otro van a salir a cazar. El cogote sacándose mejores fotos, ya saben, cabros.
¿Qué les parece a ustedes esta estupidez? Este malgasto de fondos con los que podrían perfectamente solucionar muchos problemas. Una cantidad millonaria de recursos para poner esta cantidad de efectivos policiales en las calles. Con la cantidad de recursos que se está ocupando aquí en estos momentos, con la cantidad de efectivos policiales, la podría solucionar miles de problemas. Son millonarios los recursos para poner esta cantidad de personal en las calles. Esto quiero que lo entiendan a todos nuestros televidentes, a todos nuestros amigos, a todos quienes se conectan con Señal 3 La Victoria. Entiéndanlo, chiquillos. Esto es absolutamente innecesario, estúpido y circense. Esa es la palabra.
Ya está caliente, hermano. George don't get it, shut it down. I said if George don't get it, shut it down. I said if we don't get it, shut it down. 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 ACAB, all cops are bastards. 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 No good cops in a racist system. 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 No good cops in a racist system.
always, as we know, the police and the system, they are together. They are just one. They are killers.
That's right.
If you look at George Floyd or brother, the world saw it, when they was killing him on the street, and they was saying, a jury. What the fucking is a jury said? Everybody will know there was a murdering. And they was killing him with the knee. Motherfuckers, police. Okay, the system is not right. We have to destroy this system and we have to get our rights. We are not anymore 400 years back. No more. We educate now, motherfuckers, man. We are educated. We are not going back at 400. We will never forget our rights. We have to fight. Fight forever. Equality and justice. Okay, well, there you say, do you want a peace? No, motherfucker, I don't want a peace. I need a justice. I want a justice. Where is the justice? Where is the justice? And they were saying, George Floyd, everybody was showing the wall, and they was saying, he is what? 30-degree murder. Motherfuckers! The system is collapsing. We don't accept that system. We will say, when we have a justice, we will have a peace. When the peace is there, there's a rights. When the rights came equality. Do we have those all? No. Fambaya, black children, blood. We need a justice. We will never stop our fight until we get our justice. And always when they will kill, one black man, they was saying he was exactly what you said. They can blame him the body. They will never tell the truth. Example, my son, they will kill him, and it's almost over 90 days. There is no any investigation came out. They need to show us any paper. Okay, they don't want to talk.
That's that bullshit.
That's really bullshit. Are we gonna accept that? No. What are we gonna do? We need a justice. Thank you very much, everybody. I really love you guys. Peace and love. Sisters and brothers, I love you. I will see you on Sunday. Justice for Dolal. Dolal eat. Dolal eat. We need a justice. We don't need a lies. We don't need a lies. We need a truth. The truth has to come out. Don't hide. Example, it's going to be my last word, sorry. When there was sun rising, when a sun is rising, if I would try to comfort with this paper, can I do it? No. That's what they are, one of the system hiding our rights, and they are liars. They are killers. How the man who was killed, George Floyd, he was killed 4 people before. Why the system allow him to kill anymore? Why they was waiting? No, it is unacceptable, and we cannot allow it to do that until we finish this collapsed system and the police brutality. Shit, motherfuckers! We need a justice. Thank you very much.
If the law don't get it, if the law don't get it, if the law don't get it, if George Floyd don't get it, if George Floyd don't get it, if George Floyd don't get it, if Breonna don't get it, if Breonna don't get it, if Breonna don't get it, that's a father right there, man. And that right there affected my heart like, man. So let's stick together, man. And this is the fight we're in right now. These are parents losing their children to white supremacy and institutional racism. And he says he hasn't heard nothing about the investigation into the murder of his son's death. So Sunday, there's a rally, and we're going to be out there putting pressure on the city of Minneapolis to get justice for Dalal Ig. Say his name.
Say his name. Dalal E. Say his name. Say his name. We got Cortez Rice in the building. Been a friend, a family. He's a family member of George Floyd. Been knowing him since he was a baby. He's gonna come up and say a couple words. Whose streets? Whose streets? No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. How y'all doing? I'm Cortez Rice, man. I'm standing in solidarity with all the families, man. I know George Floyd ever since he moved to Minnesota. He was like an uncle to me. He always say blood don't make you family, loyalty does. A lot of families and a lot of people out there in Houston, Third Ward, Texas always say that saying. My kids known him when they were 2 years old when he moved here. You know, my kid's 10 years old now, you know what I mean? So they only know him as uncle. This system is definitely is fucked up, man. It's definitely fucked up. I don't know if anybody been seeing the trial, the inconsistency with the prosecutors and the judge. That shit ain't right, man. That ain't right. Let me hear y'all say that shit ain't right. That ain't right. We know what's going on, man. We definitely see what's going on. They're militarizing our streets and our community. If y'all, like I said yesterday, if you go North Minneapolis, down Plymouth and North Minneapolis, they're putting the fences up around 4th Precinct. They're actually blocking. They got fences to block off Plymouth Road, the street. They got these streets blocked off. Why are they doing this? You know what I mean? What are you trying to show us? All we want is equality and justice. What's so hard for that? Why is that so hard for us to get that, man? Don't he deserve that? Don't all of these families out here deserve that? So we did a Lock and Love event yesterday, man. And shout out to Black Lives Media, man. For sure, man. He was out there 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, man, and seen these motherfuckers cutting the locks. Cutting the locks. Resistance. You can't stand with the people? You spend $1 million in protecting these government and official buildings, but not the lives? Y'all stealing lives out here. That ain't right. So again, like I said, shout out to you, man. Man, shout out to Black Lives Media, man. He definitely did that, man. So like I said, we put those locks out there, man. Standing in solidarities with all the families to let them know that we're going to continue to speak up. Last time we did that, they cut the locks off. This time we put bolts around it, so they had a tough time cutting those locks off this time. So again, we will be back out there again, putting more locks out there. I don't care if we have to go to U-Haul or wherever we got to get these toughest damn locks in the world. They're going to have a tougher time cutting the locks off next time. Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name, George Floyd. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. I love y'all, man. All power to the people. Native lives. Native lives. Native lives. Native lives. So I remember right here, we did a rally for Phil Quinn. And the racist quap, Phil McGuire, they had him patrolling our rally. That ain't right. And that was like torturing the family. After you just killed this person, you're going to come out to our rally and harass the families. That's the St. Paul Police Department, ladies and gentlemen. We have representatives who are out here from Native Lives Matter who have been putting in work ever since then. So give a big, before then. Give a big round of applause and support for Native Lives Matter.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our organization always tries to bring solidarity between Indigenous and Black people. A lot of people don't know that my brother and my sister are Black. They have a different dad than I do, so they knew how it was in the city and they knew how it was on the res, you know. They had it hard, double time. And so that's one of the things that we really strive on, is to bring solidarity for our people and to be recognized in this fight for justice against the police and the government. You know, we've been fighting the government since colonizers stepped here. And it runs in our blood to resist. And just like it runs in our blood to resist, it runs in the blood of the colonizers and the ones who display their white supremacy. And there's white supremacy in the crowd. They come out and they, want to look at us and take pictures of us and put our information up. Just like our brother Brandon, he got it, Isis got it, me and my husband got it and are still getting it. And they get to come every Saturday and peacefully protest with their artillery, spewing their hate. And it's getting sickening that, besides the police, we gotta fight them as well. Every point of white supremacy that walks this earth, we're fighting it 24/7. We're standing on the homeland of my people. We're standing on the homeland of the Dakota people. And, just as much as the cops are killing our black brothers and sisters, they're killing us as well. But you guys don't get to hear about it, We get killed by our own people. And this past week, there was 3. And 2 were on reservations. And one of the man's name is David Suarez. He was murdered on Spirit Lake on Wednesday, before we went to the rally. On Sunday, Standing Rock police officers killed someone who is very important to our people. And nobody is hearing about that either. His name is Ryan White Mountain, and he's from Standing Rock. Ryan was a professional boxer and an MMA fighter. And he was standing up for our missing and murdered Indigenous women. When he would come out into the ring, he always showed his solidarity and his respect for our women and our missing women and our girls. And they shot him in his home. And he was on Floyd Mayweather's money team. And you guys didn't hear about that either, There's another one in Anchorage, Alaska, a Native man. And this is getting every single day. And it's very important that you guys come out to rallies and events to hear these names and to hear these stories. It's hard for these families to come out and to travel and all of that, and NLM does their hardest to bring awareness to our people. And like after this rally, there's another one going on over there too for Line 3. So if you want, stick around. Please stick around. That's another fight we're fighting against, white supremacy.
Drink the water!
We all drink water. We all need water, We need to protect our land, protect our women, protect our children. Just as how we're hearing of other names, we have to remember our names as well. We're getting this shit done to us on our own fucking land. We didn't ask for anybody to come here, It interrupted life. And just think how it would be if we were still going on with our life. Maybe none of this would be happening. Maybe there wouldn't be any police and hurt. Our families got to deal with that, the genocidal things that run through our DNA, the police killings. They're still trying to suppress us and oppress us on our own lands that they gave to us, and now they want that back too. So we're coming to take it all back, the land back. We need our fucking land back. That's part of our reparations. That's part of our reconciliation, is we need our land back, And it's not saying we want everybody to get the fuck out of here and go home, Give back what's owed to us, Respect our treaties and honor our treaties. They did that to us. Respect your own fucking word, man. So, thank you guys for always, remembering who we are and where we're come from and where you're at, We're out here for George, but Me and my husband are also out here for Wayne Reyes. Wayne Reyes was killed by Chauvin. You know? He's a serial killer. Proven fact. And how they're handling this court case, you know? Who in the world don't know about George Floyd? Who in the world don't know about him? How are you supposed to be equal? It needs to be spread all over that he's a fucking serial killer.
Yes.
Proven. There's paperwork that shows that shit. So you can't lie your way through this. We all seen what we saw. And you know, it's getting nice out. All the energy that was there last summer needs to come back. All of it. There should be thousands here all the time. You know, and look at the police over there just waiting to do something. They hurt a man last night when he hurt himself. You know? Yes. And we were out in the street marching and we're hearing that, you know, that's disgusting. You guys all have families and lives. Why do you want to disrupt ours? We're not doing shit to you guys. So for all you white supremacists that are in the crowd, you know, take real good pictures. Take real good pictures, put the information up, Antifa, Snowball, this and that. You know, we got it. We got it too. You know, we're here. We're not going anywhere. You're not scaring nobody neither. No. You're not scaring no fucking buddy. We see you. We see you guys.
On Sunday.
Yep, Sunday. So thank you guys for always letting us speak and remembering our people, letting us remember them as well, you know. We're going through some terrible shit right now with these indigenous families, and they need support. And we're going to be going out to Standing Rock to address those police. And anybody's welcome to come. Anybody's welcome to come. It's going to be an overnight trip. Everybody's welcome to come. They need that. We need your support, just like how we gather like this. We need that for our people too, you know. So thank you guys.
Native lives! Native lives! Native lives! So the way this is designed, and we're on top of a hill right here, so the white supremacists back in the day built a fort right here and down there, because they wanted to fight downhill and not have to fight uphill. So all this, like, this is seriously native land, and if you look over there, you can see and you can tell. Black lives, Black lives. We got Tashira Galloway from Families Supporting Families. She's gonna come up and she's gonna say a few words about the work she's doing in justice for George Floyd.
Come on, Tashira!
Thank you all for being here this evening. It hurts my heart because I'm tired. We're out here, our families are re-traumatizing ourselves, telling our stories over and over again. And we don't have a choice because our stories won't get heard. So we have to re-traumatize ourselves and tell our story over and over and over again, because they were very strategic at covering up the murders. Everything that we're seeing that they're doing in George Floyd's case, they have done in our cases as well. So when you see them trying to say that he died a different way than we all seen that he died with our own eyes, we've seen it. Don't ever let anybody tell you you did not see what you saw. You seen what it was. These people are manipulators, and it's a system full of narcissists. And that is the fact of the matter. They're trying to switch the narrative and say he used drugs. The only drug was that knee on his neck as he 4th of July that I spent with Justin Tigan, who was beat to death and thrown in a dumpster by the St. Paul police, my fiance and the father of my child. This was the last place, this cathedral. So being here today, it put something in my heart, because this was the place where we stood together and watched fireworks. And that was the last 4th of July that we spent together, because a month later, they threw him in the garbage can. George Floyd killer, Chauvin, his home was 11 minutes away from my home when he murdered George Floyd. 11 minutes away, walking distance. Imagine how that felt for me and my son, Justin Jr., same name as his dad, living walking distance away from a man that we seen clearly needed to be taken out of the community. But they left him in the community for almost a week before they would go get that man out of the community. And you know why they went to go get him? Because people like us that had our boots on the ground that said you're not going to kill a man in broad daylight as he urinates on himself, pleading for his mama, pleading for his life. That's why they went to go get him. Because there was people like us that said enough is enough. Enough is enough. But I tell you guys this. If Justin Tigan got justice right now today, my job wouldn't be finished. So if George Floyd gets justice, the job isn't finished. And to all lives who have shed blood on these dirty streets with this dirty ass system, get what we deserve. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. This man, Delilah's father, I sat on the phone with him, and he told me how the rest of his kids are traumatized because they ramshacked his house. I gotta look this man in the eyes and see the tears in his eyes when I first met him, because they want to show half of a video. They want to show the corner that falls in their favor. Release all the videos. And like, I don't know who said it, but for the Antifa that's out here, yeah, keep on watching. Watch us get this justice. Watch that. Watch that. Because I don't plan on stopping until our families get what we deserve. Every last one. I don't care if it's an Asian life that they stole. I don't care if it's a Somali life that they stole. I don't care if it's a black life. I don't care if it's a native life. Every life matters, and we're going to fight until every life get what they deserve. Every last one. And we need the people that are in the political seats to join in with us. It's not about titles. It's about what's right. Somebody asked me tonight, where's Melvin Carter? I don't know, but he should be out here with us. Every city council member, every legislator, the governor, the mayors, they all should be out here with us. Lives are on the line. And they're giving these people too much authority to hurt the community. And enough is enough. Enough is enough. I got a son I gotta look at. So, if they think that being out here and reporting back, or Antifa or whoever you are, it's okay. Because my boots is on the ground and my eyes have been open, and they'll never be shut again. They'll never be shut again. What they're doing to our native people, our black people, and our black brothers in these streets, I'm not just fighting for my son's father. And I'm not just fighting for the people that died. I'm fighting so every black man, every native man, every Asian man or woman, every life will never see the day that me and my child had to see. So look down at yourself, and if you're wearing this skin color, know that I'm fighting for you. As a strong black woman that will not back down from what I know in my heart is right. Trayvon for putting this event together and constantly doing what you know in your heart is right. Constantly organizing wherever you are. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. 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 All power to the people. Justice for George Floyd and all stolen lives. Thank you.
Give another hand to Toshiro. Clap it up. Justin Tigan, say his name. Justin Tigan.
Asian American community is not experiencing discrimination for the first time. And I'm here to inform those who believe that Donald Trump introduced racism and discrimination to Asian people that they need to learn their history. Asian communities have been discriminated against since they came to this country. Learn about the lynchings of Chinese. When they said they were going to ban the Muslims, I believed them because we excluded the Chinese, and legislators in this country in our history sat back idly, if not in fact participated in it. On this U.S. soil, we interned Japanese Americans. We stripped Japanese people from their homes and put them in concentration camps on this U.S. soil. That's right. So the otherization of Asian communities is part and parcel of these United States of America. So I am tired of the words. I don't need the thoughts and prayers, and neither do our Asian communities. Our communities would not thrive without our Asian neighbors, without the entrepreneurship of our Asian neighbors. Every time there's a closed storefront in our neighborhoods, our Asian sisters and brothers open it up and bring back to the economies of the neighborhoods that we live in. They deserve safety. And what I came here to say to our Asian American sisters and brothers is that we are all we got. I do not put my safety in the safety of government, of elected officials. We are all we got. I'm asking you all to not be bystanders. When you are at a train station, standing at a bus stop, walking in the street, and you see someone saying something that you don't agree with, or assaulting someone, or trying to harm someone, intimidate someone, stand up. Say something. Do not be a bystander. I commit to you that wherever I am, that I will stand up, that I will fight, that that I will say what needs to be said and do what needs to be done so that you can live in a country, that your children can live in a country where they can be safe. But not only do I want them to survive, I want you to thrive in these United States of America.
That's right.
I'm going to leave you with this quote. It's from an Aboriginal woman named Leela Watson. And she said, if you have come here to help me, you are wasting your time. But if you have come here because you believe that your liberation is bound up with mine, let us work together. My Asian sisters and brothers, my liberation is bound up with yours. And when you are not free, I am not free, and no one is free. And so our collective liberation is bound up together. I'm calling on your elders and your leaders. Police are not a solution. Police are not the solution. Do not ask for more police and criminalization in our communities. Come to our mosques. Come to our leaders. Reach out to your neighbors. We will protect you. We will protect each other. Solidarity and love to you all.
Thank you so much, Linda. What happened in Atlanta is also a reminder that none of us are truly free without feeling safe. But as Linda reminded us, that power is in our hands. I see all of these phones, and those are tools to take back power when our community needs it the most.
That's right.
All right? The violent manifestation of the outsider narrative is nothing new to our community. And it's an unfortunate experience that we share with all immigrant communities. Nevertheless, organizations like our sister organization, the Hispanic Federation, have been on the front lines of this work, fighting with us to make sure that our immigrant communities are well represented and joining us in solidarity when tragedy reminds us that our shared future can never be taken for granted. I'd like to introduce the President and CEO of the Hispanic Federation, Frankie Miranda, to provide some remarks.
Thank you very much. For over a year now, we have been warned.
Abolish ICE!
Liberation is something that will not be given to us. It is something that we must create. We must cultivate. We must take. We must take freedom. It is our time. It is time for us to activate. It is time for this community to activate and to make sure that our community is free. That our community is everything that they need. That mutual aid is centered in our work. That we are not only fighting for the people that look like us, we're not fighting for the people that we are attracted to. We are fighting for the liberation of all our people, for asylum seekers, for our immigrants who continually make this country work, for our indigenous communities who have built what been the foreground of this civilization. I thank you all.
Well, wait a minute. Well, whose car is this? Because this is distracting. Oh, it's how you look at
See about the trial. Now, come on.
Try not to get in.
No, you're good. You're good on this side, though. Because I can always go up higher with this.
So at this moment, we're going to be honoring Fabi.
Bow down, Babylon, black people on the ball, we ready, we coming, we ready, we coming. Bow down, Babylon. justice in this town.
Ain't no 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 justice in this town.
Who's streets?
Our streets.
Who's streets?
Our streets.
Who's streets?
Our streets.
I'm just walking over to look at the courtyard at the Capitol. There's supposed to be a Line 3 rally at 6. See if that's actually happening. I think there's a small amount of people over there. It could be for anything. Yeah, there's a couple flags. So we'll see if anybody's heading over there.
Come on in, bring your cars in, bring yourselves in. Cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop.
Say what?
What's up, man? What's up?
What you doing?
Just streaming at home, man. Yep, at home doing the trials. Posting my trials, you know. This is tragic watching this shit all day. I'm watching this every day, all day, man.
This can be addicting. I'm covering the trial. How you think I feel?
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
I'm in the courtroom.
Yeah, I wish to be there. I'm like, man, if I was there, I'm like, just tell that nigga, just shut the fuck. Man, they won't want me in that bitch. They're like, phone for goddamn court to cunt, whatever. You gonna arrest me and shit?
Crazy.
Fucking goddamn. Yeah, I was just using a different setup. Fucking Streamlabs crashed. Yep, so I just like, fuck that app, man. You heard of, you know what Streamlabs is, right? It let you stream from like YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all at once. I just bought that shit for $149. You get a merch store for free. You can make your logos for free. You get all types of layouts for free. I just tried to put all three of them on at the same time. It just crashed. I tried to open up the application, try to do it again. It said error. I was like, oh man, $149. Good job spent, you know? All right, man, I catch you. All right, man, catch you in a bit, man. All right, cool. Be safe, man. Get some good video footage.
Prison. So we'll be going up there tomorrow, and if you can't make it up there, I believe Mirac has some events going on. 420s tomorrow. No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Ooh, he's already ready. I know I'm gonna be at for 420.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a full-packed weekend of events for you to get involved and stand up and fight for justice. So give yourselves a round of applause. And when you walk to your cars, please stick together. If you're not staying, please stick together and stay close. Say his name.
George Floyd.
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 Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
All right, thank you guys for coming out. Peace.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Things are getting to a close now. Yeah, it was a little sketch here and there, but yeah, I do appreciate each and every one of you being here for today. I'm gonna go home, get things ready to stream for tomorrow. Like they said, they got a lot of things going on for stream purposes. I'm gonna get old, you know, go do my own little thing. But like I said, I do appreciate each and every one of you here. Make sure you spread love, spread cheer, positive vibes. This world is too short. You're living on this earth to be spreading anger and hate. Like, come on, you're wasting your life hating something. You're wasting your life fucking goddamn mad over something that you were taught. You're not born racist. You're taught to be racist. You're taught to hate. I'm just saying, not everybody was gonna sit there with this bull. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you go and check out my merch store. I just posted it. I'm gonna be making more material. And if you want for your day ones, send me a request. I will design you a shirt specifically for you. It's gonna say like, look, Ma, I'm on TV, and then you know how it has a picture of me. Instead, I'll make it a picture of you. So you'll be on the shirt as well. Say, look, Ma, I'm on. I don't know. We'll figure this out together. But as always, like I said, spread kindness, positivity. The world is too, like, it's already too short to be spreading all this hate and anger. So as always, it's your boy Kid Drift. Peace.
Collectively, we are going to go to Washington and demand real gun reform in this nation. Collectively, together. As we marched and declared Black Lives Matter together, we will march and declare Asian Lives Matter together. And together, we will decide the future of New York City, its leadership, its direction. Together, we will rebuild America. We will rebuild New York. We will rebuild a bridge